A clarification regarding the concerns of some about the possible war with the Federation. Although it has been said in the last live with Athena SWARUU that Taygeta is prepared for any confrontation, Athena also clearly stated that she does not believe it will happen. The Federation as such is not a warlike organization and has no intention of engaging in war. When Athena says that they would be ready if something were to happen, she is referring to the darker elements within the Federation, which there must be, but it is not known who exactly they are, and not to the Federation in general. And she says it because that was one of the questions of the live. And as you know, in the live shows you have to answer quickly and without much context, which sometimes lends itself to misinterpretations. Some of the members of the Federation, the hidden ones, not liking what our friends in Toleka do or say, yes, obviously. But in general, the more open levels of the Federation are not militarily inclined, and for the most part are benevolent. Permissive, or even overly so? Yes, but in general they are positive. That is something I always stress when I see folks forming opinions against the Federation as if it is all made up of the same people and the same intentions. It is not. It is a very complex organization that, in Athena's words today, quote, as a whole is already a complicated mess, end quote. But in its fundamental principles, as of today, I do not believe that the Federation is malevolent. That being said, it does not mean that there are no serious suspicions, and more than suspicions, of the darker elements present within the Federation, and we as well as Mari have been exposing it for some time now. Not wanting to see it or investigate it, as I believe the nice level of the Federation refuses to do, gives a lot to think about. We must continue to expose what doesn't seem right. And yes, most of the Federation members are positive, but if they claim to be, take off your tunics and put on a pair of pants because you are not alone. There are others among your ranks no longer so positive. There are many indications that something is not quite right here with Earth management, and both the Urma and Taygeta are ready to deal with it, should something more critical arise. That and that context is what Athena was referring to when she said they would be ready, talking from the more hypothetical context and stance. But there will be no war as such with the Federation in space. Neither side sees that as something possible. Yes, the Urmas are always ready for anything, but they are like that. They were born ready, as Tina said. And as she also added today, quote, it's true that we are prepared to defend ourselves, but in a hypothetical situation of conflict, not like that's going to happen. Because it's true that the Arcturians, the Syrians, the Andromedans, the Antarians would never attack in that way, to name a few. They are not warlike races. And the truth is, we don't see any conflict. We were talking about being prepared for anything, as we have always been. But I did not mean that there was a threat of some kind of armed conflict with the Federation, since we know they are a complex group, and we shouldn't generalize or think that positive races would lend themselves to such a thing. End quote. Clarified it is. Although there are still unanswered questions, such as internet outages, destruction of servers, cutting of funds, threats, and more actions against Taygetans. Who provokes it and why? Let's put on those pants for once, loving parts of the Federation, shall we? Do you know something we don't? Or do you just prefer to look the other way? What is really going on there, and with Earth?